I put Origi in the MLS. And since I've put him in Inter Miami as well, I gave him a bit of help. Let's see if these two can win it all in the States. It is time for our debut and all eyes are on us. Comment down below if you think it's actually realistic for Origi to go to the MLS, because I personally was like, you know, putting a player in the MLS would be an interesting player career mode to play, and hey, why not Origi? It was suggested for me to make a rebuild on him, and the MLS has really been a league that I've never played in before, so I was like, yeah, I'll put him in the MLS, and here we are. But yeah, you guys comment down below if you see this happening in real life at some point for Origi. But yeah, it's time for me to commentate on the gameplay now. As you saw, we just had a corner. I received the ball in the edge of the box and I just take a shot, to be honest, just to test the goalkeeper, just to maybe get another corner. I didn't really expect this to go in, so it was a bit of a shock even when I was doing this live for me to see that ball go in. But hey, it's the MLS, I guess. You'll see it happen a lot where these goalkeepers do let in shots that they're not supposed to let in. And to that one MLS goalkeeper, I'm not talking about real life, I'm just talking about the game. But other than that, the players in this league are still decent quality. I mean, sure, your teammates will fail to receive simple passes, and maybe sometimes they spend 10 minutes on the defensive end struggling to win the ball back. But hey, when they do win it back, at least it gives us the opportunity to be on the counter attack. And honestly, I feel we have to take full advantage of it, as we almost do here. And this next clip here shows how potentially OP Origi could be.
Fired over by Messi. Oh, it's in! A two-goal cushion now.
The fact that Origi can actually win headers and the fact that Messi is going to be the one taking the corners definitely makes me excited for the future. And really think about it, because with training I could definitely get him 290 overall by season 3, and if he's got some good heading accuracy at that point, then yeah, we're golden. The defense is not golden though, because as I say that, and just the corner after ours, guess what happens?
And over it comes. And a goal! Not over just yet.
Yeah, welcome to the MLS. But you know what, we'll move on from that defensive breakdown. We'll be on the counter attack. I'll get the ball and I score myself a pretty goal.
To Origi. And there is the goal to make it a hat-trick. Excellence in finishing, there for all to see.
And after that, nothing much really happened. The game was almost over. We were able to get one more shot, but this time the goalkeeper was able to save it. But after that, the game ended 3-1 to Inter Miami. And we pick up a match ball on our MLS debut. Another day, another dollar, and more eyes on us. Austin FC are our new opponents, and we get this one kicked off and underway. And we almost got the perfect start to the match. As I saw Messi on the run, I gave him the ball and he almost scored. Although later on in the half, Austin FC would be on the attack and it was now their turn to test our goalkeeper, and they almost scored as well, but thankfully our goalkeeper stepped up. But he stepped back down very quickly.
Over it comes. And a goal! Now they broke.
But that's alright, we'll be pushing to get that goal back. That's exactly what we're doing here. I'm on the run. I see Josef Martinez has a plan. He wants to get into the box, so I cut the ball towards him and he's able to get a simple finish. And in the 35th minute, after applying a bit of pressure, we were able to get our second goal to take the lead.
To play with far more urgency to win this game.
Oh, that pass easy on the eye. They've only gone and grabbed another one.
But once again, the defense breaks down, so that means we head into halftime at 2-2. But I will be honest and give credit where it's due. This was a pretty decent goal. But not long after we kicked off for the second half, we were on the counter-attack, and I'll be honest, I took this defender for a bit of a ride, then dropped him off to score our third goal.
This could be a goal here.
And it's in! They're back in front! Stunning scenes here!
And then in the 80th minute, I decided to bag myself one more goal. But I'll be honest, I had to be very patient for my opportunity. But once it came, I definitely made sure that I didn't miss.
Into the penalty area, and a goal! There he is, and the double. They just can't subdue him.
But in the 87th minute, I got myself another opportunity. And who's gonna turn down the opportunity to get a hat-trick?
Players waiting at the far post. And he's only gone and made it a hat-trick. Absolutely unplayable today. What a performance.
Don't worry boys, I didn't score this time, but I must say this one probably should have been a goal. But yes, that is game over, and that is another hat-trick for Divock Origi. Anyways, here's a stat check. 6 goals, 1 assist in 2 games, and we're still on top in the Eastern Conference, although it is still just 2 games played, so it's too early to tell who's really gonna break away with the lead. But we're moving on to the last game of the episode, so if you've enjoyed so far, I would definitely appreciate you leaving a like, maybe subscribing if you are new. We're gonna be making videos every single day for this month, so it's definitely a good idea to subscribe so that once a new video drops, you can be there from the moment it does drop. But yeah, moving back onto the gameplay, we are facing off against LAFC, and I will be honest, this was definitely a rude awakening for us as a new player in the MLS. This was a humbling experience. We've been used to being able to just dominate teams on the offensive side, maybe rely on our defense to be a little bit solid enough to not concede many goals. But yeah, this game was definitely an indicator that not every team is going to be easy to defeat. Of course, I'm still doing my job, I'm still scoring goals, I'm not just sitting and complaining and doing nothing, but I'll be honest with you, in this game my defense was not doing me any favors at all. Granted, LAFC is a very powerful team on the attack from what I can see with their tactics and how they're exploiting us, so it's definitely some well-played offense from them. But yeah, long story short, they were just dominating us on the offensive side of things. We as the attackers had nothing going for us because we were hoping for our defense to get a couple of stops to put us on the counter attack, but it was pretty rare, and the goalkeeper was not doing us any favors at all. But then finally in the 70th minute we were able to put ourselves on the counter-attack. I do send one through to my right winger here. We get a goal back. It's currently 3-2, but then after that we just could not push for that final goal and we ended up losing the game against LAFC, which does conclude this video. But quick question, have you ever watched a South African My Player? Well then, if you haven't yet, you can click here to turn that no into a yes.